cold. My knees. Good night, everybody. This is Queen Olive. Yeah, this is Queen Olive. You see my Blandy. Denise, as you see my topic today, is what kind of world are we living in? We are living in this world. And it's really... We're living in a world of sad, and happiness. Hi, Suki, come in. Yeah, we are living in a world, but we don't know what we're living in because we don't know that people could have somebody passed away, and people, woman, actually, a man going on the page and cursing the dead. I never hear nothing like this in my life. When people dead, people always say nice things about them, whether there was the baddest person on the face of earth. I never. Good night, my brother Alfonso, Heather, Frank. Big up yourself, Marlon. This is Queen Olive. I didn't come on yesterday because I feel a little down. Yeah, Jacqueline, big up yourself. Andrea, Hazel. Yeah, I never, ever, all my life of 59 era growing, never hear anything like this. Woman sitting with other people cursing somebody that dead. But let me tell you something. Oh, be unto no mouth. Be careful of the thing we wish on other people. Be careful of the things we say about people when them dead. Because dead don't have no power. Dead have power. And they don't know what they're doing when they decide to move on. Because when them dead after 9 days, all the pain and sickness and suffering is gone. So be careful the things that they say and the things that they do. Because we on earth don't know our destination. We don't know when we are going home. We don't know what's going to be our outcome of our life. And when somebody dead, if you don't have nothing good to say, just shut your mouth. That's what I'm saying. So... my heart always been leaping for what I do. Good night, Patrick. Good night. Rosemary. Virgo Queen. Big up in yourself. Yeah, this is Queen Olive. Yeah, I went to church yesterday. When I came back from church, I didn't Ratty Taylor, big up TT. I didn't feel like do a live because I was like out of it. I was like feeling down, upset. Because, when it's, it's 9 days now since my mother passed away. So, I'm a little down. Because, we was looking for it because we know that she was really sick. But come on, people. Come on. I never hear anything like this. Never, ever. Some people don't think before they talk. They don't think before they jump and open their mouth and talk. They just run. The white big up yourself. But... today for me, tomorrow for you. I know my mother's destination. I know what is the cause of my mother death. And I know my mother was sick. And nobody don't come here to be on the face of the earth or turn a stumbling block. And God take her home because she couldn't take it no more. Her sickness, and she go home. Because we're all part-time liver here. None of us come here to stay forever. None. I remember, woman has always have somebody to come around here and take care of them. If they're wearing pampers, if they're peeing themselves, if they feed, if they get in a feeding, through a feeding tube, or you have to feed them with a spoon, you always have a woman, always have somebody to think them. And thank the Lord, my mother weren't in no nursing home. That she was getting any bad treatment. She was at her home, resting and waiting for God to come and take her. So, when they're cursing the dead, you're cursing your own self, or you're bringing down destruction on yourself. People who curse dead, you're bringing down destruction. And when the destruction come and start hit you, the first thing you're going to hear them say, people working voodoo, or them sending up upon them. Nobody not sending up, because after the person dead, they wake up, they rose up after 9 days, the spirit roaming, and they are going to look for the loved one. They're looking for their loved one. And my mother know I'm weeping, and my mother know I'm hurting. And my mother come to visit me last night. Yeah. I was the apple of my mother's eye. You understand me? My mother come 4:19 last night to look for me. And after she come 4:19 and I didn't open the door because I looking who ringing my bell. One ring the bell ring. One ring the bell ring. And then I go back and say the blood of Jesus, the blood of Jesus. And then I lay down back 4:20. 5:20. She come back again and ring the bell. I look through, nobody standing there. The bell just ringing. Just like that. So just like how my mother can come and look for me, we don't know who she can go look for. So them can always chew, them can always bite. And remember, do not bite more than what you know you cannot chew. Because them think everything. Hi Denise, I'm doing live. No, me go call her back when me done. I know. Yeah. So when we finish do the live, me gonna call her back. I'm want to do something for me my little thing Saturday. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, people. Hi Janice. It's okay. Patrick, Sandra. Yeah. Yeah, man. So when people these days don't respect the dead, me no know who on the face of earth they gonna respect. And they have some dumb, blind, and deaf walking with them, disrespecting the dead. But to make sure, I say, me can't go to where, or me can't go nowhere, I wanna make sure I no go. Since as me can't go, no go and represent me at the funeral for me. No go and represent me. Big up yourself, Sandra James. Sandra Patrick, you're there. Big up yourself, Jessica, Iris Blake. Big up yourself, Iris. Long time I not see you on my page too. Me that's a long time I not say nothing more. Angela, big up on yourself. Got me the one getting the tongue lashing. Yeah, I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be happy. I'm trying to be strong because everybody know what it is to lost a mother, and everybody know what important role a mother play in each and every one of us life. Some people they are not, and their mother don't have a good relationship for what reason I don't know. Sometimes the mother is upset with their children because of their father and the mother couldn't agree, or sometimes them love the father to death and the father forsake them for somebody else. But my mother was my friend. She was everything to me. Michelle, big up yourself. Yeah, Nikima, Queen, I live in the house. Yeah. So I'm just here for a little while, just to talk. There anybody in the Brooklyn, New York area? I'm having a little prayer meeting at my home here for my mother. And Saturday we start in 6 o'clock until everybody decide to go. We finish. So we are having a little, we call it 9 night or set of prayer meeting. It's mostly, it's a prayer meeting. We just have a little prayer and then we eat and we play music and we talk, the good things, the good time that my mother was living in life and stuff. Cause she didn't die here in the United States of America. She died in Jamaica and her body will be laid to rest in our district, Tree Hill, St. Mary, on the 24th of February. So, we are here doing all the preparation, what we want. Hi, Smiley, how you doing? My mama passed away. Yes. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sandra Grace. So, her body will be church in Tree Hill, St. Mary. Jen, how you doing? We has a church down there from when I was a kid. Everybody in Tree Hill, we know about the church there. We have Tree Hill Church of God Church right there. Then we have another one named the Jehovah Witness. And those two church in Tree Hill. But I think Adamo Church built there because, every day you get improvement in life in your district. We used to have a big empty land over there. We call it, they used to do cricket match and all thing. All over there, they having houses and all kind of thing built there. Sorry, I can't make it. I will be in further. Okay, Patrick, no problem. Yes, Anita. So, my mother passed away, but you have some people with some heart like a dog heart. dirtiest thing in their life. They likes to make your happiness be their sorrows. Because my happiness is because my mother is in no more pain no more. She's in the hands of God because she was sick forever so long from 2010, and God helped her to pull through right through until, you know, there was an incident with my sister, and that's when she get the last strokes, and that what bring my mother down, and they are rejoicing. 4 women, because I call all of them women, rejoicing. But they could rejoice, because you know what? The most important thing, she's going to bury, and she's going to bury in style. Whether I'm in Jamaica or I'm not in Jamaica, she's going to bury in style. Because I cannot go to Jamaica, as what them say, where I born and grew, I cannot go there. And they can go, but why they don't go? Why they don't go? Because since as we can't go, why they don't go? Because they know my mother. They used to be here. My mother cook and they eat and they drink and they talk. So why they don't go? Obey unto the day when they born out of no mothers or no father, whom or no father what? Because the things that you say and the things that come from on the mouth shall defile on the body and bring on down. Veronica, John, and Mac Patterson. Remember what I'm saying to you right now. Recap, rethink what all those people saying. Recap it. Because when Funo Day come, me sorry Funo, we're not going to have all kind of things going to happen to you because I don't know what is going on inside of nobody. Nobody know what is going on inside of anybody. But thank the Lord, I have 4 children and 9 grandchildren. So I know even one of them, and it's going to be more than one of them, because I take care of my family to the best of my ability. I take care of them. So I know I'm going to have somebody beside me to take care of me. And they're not going to put me in no nursing home. Most of the man, them suffer like dog. Because no man now go sit down around and clean the man ass or nothing. So they end up in nursing home or homeless shelter. And my mother never, I would never think of doing that. When first she sick, they told her that if we put her into, they have the home, they could get the machine and all those things. Hi, John, how you doing? That to help her. And still we didn't put her there. We get a professional nurse. Thank you, Michelle. Any woman that their mother passed, or any man, anybody on the face of earth, their parents pass, and they don't hurt, as they go by every day, I feel my heart like it lifting. I feel when I goes to sleep at night, I don't want the morning to come. I want it to stay pure night that I sleep. I feel like my heart is tumbling. Stacey, how you doing? Catherine, big up yourself. I don't want to wake up, because I remember the day. Hi, John. I remember the day when me and my mother used to up and down. Anywhere I goes, me and mama. And to know, Janet, big up yourself. Mama gone. I'm not going into God's face. I'm not flying into God's face, because God see where she couldn't go no more, and He has to just take her to give her comfort and to give us peace. Because every time that my sister talk to me, I'm just scared when I see the phone ring, when my sister ring the phone. But I don't scare no more. I just tell God thanks. Thanks to free her. Yeah. So people, they say let us celebrate. Hey Christine, thanks for your condolence. Let us celebrate the death of my mother. I don't want to celebrate in the death of my mother when, you know, people talking bad things, saying all kind of things about my mother. You remember when God was in the crowd? And when God was in the crowd, there was a crowd of people. And this lady want God to see her. But there were so many people. And she couldn't get to touch God. God couldn't get to see her. And what she could only do, touch the hemming of the robe that God have. And she get better. She was sick. and she just wanted to touch him. And she touched that hem of his gown, and he gets sick. And she get healed. God heal you. God bring you back when he want you to stay. But when he said, well done, and he wanted to go, he just said, well, let's go. Let's go, Mama Phyllis. And yes, people, my mother come to visit me last night. I was a little scared. I was afraid. And after my mother came here to see me, I'm telling you, because remember, after 9 days, the spirit get up and start to roam. So the first place her body is roaming is right here to come see her daughter. And when she ring the bell, I didn't open the door. She goes straight to Texas to visit her granddaughter. It was the scariest night we ever have. Yeah. And when you dream, see your dead, and it's a clear dead, where you could see you could see straight through them, that's a good dream. So she hugged my daughter, but she doesn't know that she don't know that she died. So she hug her and overhold her too, but my daughter have to wriggle away and get away, and she goes because she realized she was hurting her. She's not alive no more. But we ask her to just heal all the family, close friend, close everybody who know me and who know my mother. Anybody who know my mother, they always talks good about my mother. Miss Phyllis, always helping people just like me. Yes, Vivian, we know she's in a better place. Yeah. And I'm telling you straight from my heart right here, I'm hurt because she passed, but I'm glad God take her out of everything. I'm glad God take her out of everything, because I asked God, I pray before I leave, when Gran was going to leave to go to Africa. I kneel on my knee and I pray because I was worried over Gran. And I pray and ask God to take away all what is bothering me. Take away all the problem, monetary, stress, worries. Because everybody has a money situation. It doesn't matter how much. It's only the white people who born rich, never know nothing about hungry and know anything about in need of money or have a money problem. Because I'm not a rich person. I am not working. I ask God to help me out with all my... Good night, Pearlie. Nadine, big up yourself. And I pray and I ask God, say, Father God, take away everything that is bothering me, and ask him to anoint me, and take Gran to her destination safe and sound. I was so worried, I was so stressed. And then my sister called me and said, Olive, Mommy not looking good. And she said she pray and ask God to take away all sickness, all pain, all suffering from Mommy. And as soon as she take her hand from Mommy head and walk away, Mommy give up. Because you know what, my sister was holding on, and she was holding on also. And she just said, 5:30 Saturday, she just gave up. So we ask God for favor, and he answer our prayer. Sometimes we ask God for favor and prayer. He answer, because he have the whole world in his head. You see, they have the whole world in his hand. He have the whole world in his hand. And we ask him for prayer. And we ask him for help, for release us. Because it's only God himself could bring my mother back to who she was. Good night, Nadine. Barbara, big up yourself. Hi, Barbara. How you doing? Dr. Barbara. This is Dr. Barbara on our page. You know, she do the skin specialist. She do everything, facial and everything. Anybody wanted to go and do some get away black spot from your face, from under your eye, get away discolored skin, check Dr. Barbara Beckford. She's on my page right now. She's very good doctor. She is in the house, Barbara Beckford. Big up Claudette, Michelle. I was supposed to call you yesterday, but I didn't call you. Hi, Crystal Gordon. Big up yourself. Yeah. Queen Olive. Everybody know me as Olive Tingle from Tree Hill St. Mary. Tree Hill St. Mary people, a lot of Tree Hill St. Mary people here in the house. You know, we're going to have all the excitement down there. In 2 weeks, you know, we've been digging. They're going to start dig them grave. Because, you know, in Jamaica, when people dead, they dig grave because we don't go to. Some people goes to the cemetery. But we have our land that we bury our dead on. So we're going to dig a grave. Marlene, Rosie. But we will talk so strong, looking so strong. But when that day comes, that's the day when the sadness, when we know we're not going to see them anymore. We cannot go dig up that grave. They said that no grave cannot hold them down. The song said, no grave cannot hold me down. Because when we are there singing and crying and wailing, they will be right standing behind us, trying to tell us, don't cry. I'm right here. But they can't talk. Dina, Marlene, Rosie, big up on yourself. And all the other people them who I don't see on here, Andre Bray, Andre Darkins, Andre Brown, Tammy Grant, Tammy Bartley. Hi, how you doing? Naomi, one love to everyone. Good night. Yep. In the midst of life, we have all kind of situation reach us. All kind of situation. People go through so much thing in life. As I say to a lot of people, I was working with a medical examiner. I know what it is for someone to hurt. I know that when somebody die, they will never come back to life again, no matter what you do. And if money could bring back life, my mother would be alive today. But money never brings. Nicole, big up yourself. Alexia, big up yourself. Drew Roy, big up yourself. Yeah, if money could bring back life, my mother was here. It doesn't matter, you could be a multi-millionaire. And when that time comes for you to go, you could never. The Bible gives us 3 scores and 10. 3 scores and 10 is 75. And she did her. Hey Z, how you doing? Yeah, up, what the baby doing? Yes, so Saturday, me and 3 of my friends are going to be here. We're going to eat and we're going to drink. Because all my friends know my mother. My mother used to come up every week. You see, like when my sister came up and she bring up all them food, bake, cut cake, breadfruit, ackee, everything my mother bring up. That's where my mother get my cooking from. And we are a cooking family. We say we are all the way from Tree Hill, St. Mary. Yeah. So, that is all. When people don't have no love, they don't have nothing in there, they don't have no moral, they don't have no self-esteem, they don't have nothing about themselves. They behave the way they behave. Yeah. So yesterday was Valentine's Sunday at church. We have a wonderful time. Pearlie was at church. Hi, Diamond. Kim. We have a lovely time at church. The men at church yesterday, they do everything. They do the choir, they sing, they cook, they share, we sit down, we have a wonderful... Hi, Darrett, how you doing? Hi, Karen. So church from yesterday, and one of my diva was there. I said her twice. She came to church. I weren't the one who... Tracy Andre Brown, she was a very great person, and she's resting in peace. Tonight they having I don't know if it's wake or what they having, but we used to live in the Seaward Drive, and the Seaward Drive people, they are going over there today. So big up to all the Samarkand people, the Samarkand Posse, the Samarkand Seaward Drive, Malines Road, Kingstown people who is heading over to my sister's house tonight. They are going to have, they come to do their night for my mother. Yeah. And, you know, they're going to have a wonderful time over there. You was looking nice. So send me those pictures, Pearlie. You didn't send me those pictures. You took me some picture. Yeah, thank you. Always looking lovely going to church. Because you remember they said, At Sunday, we all must put on our Sunday best. If even the clothes old and stain right through, so long as it clean, put it on, comb it here and looking good, because Sunday, we all recognize Sunday as a quiet day when we worship the Lord. Yeah, it doesn't matter where I go in the world. It doesn't matter what I do. I make sure to tell myself that I'll find myself in church on Sunday morning. As I say, I could read the Bible. I could read it from one end to the other end. We need somebody to dictate it to me, and I cannot dictate it to myself because I didn't go to Bible class. I didn't take Bible study and all them things, so I don't know how to dictate the Bible. So goes to church and sit down and the pastor preach to me. It's let me know a little more about the Bible. But when we was growing up in that little district there, the trails, we never have nowhere to go. More than we have to go to church on Sunday. We have to go Sunday school in the morning, then church, and then sometime during the week we dine for Wednesday or Tuesday come for we go to church. Especially when them having convention. Everybody come home from school early, eat and do all the work and ready for go to church. So, me been going to church for a long time. Me and from your picnic. Sakina. Yeah, Andrew Simpson, big up yourself. Megan. Yeah, Dina. Yeah, God has given me the strength, man, to go through, and I will. And I will overpower, and I will conquer all of them who's, Latoya, big up yourself, all of them who's disrespecting my mother, the loss of my mother, and talking all kind of garbage. I will overpower them. And God going to send me through and see I go strong. When I go up, they go down. And trust me, they are going to go down with all these garbage and things that are going on and behaving. Yeah? Sandra Lovechild. Yeah. So, people, I just said, what is going on in this world? There's so many things going on everywhere in this whole entire world. People going into church, shooting up church. People going into school, shooting up school. People doing all kind of things. They're making drink. They're selling the drink and they're making the drink with poison of substance, put it in the drink for people to drink. There's so many things has been going on in this world. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable because the things I see going on now, when I was a little girl and growing up, I never see all these things going on. You understand? I never see this thing. I never know I would live to see the day people going to church and shoot up church. That means that these people don't respect of the Bible. They don't respect of nothing. Okay. Come on. I've been loving myself and my mother and my children. Hear this music? I don't have the rights to this music, but I like this music. Alright. Hi, Jacqueline. Hi, Arlene. How you doing, sweetheart? That's the only thing get me so down and depressed, I'm telling you, Arlene. The only thing gets me down and depressed is when these... Hi, Dana. How you doing? The only thing get me down and depressed when these people disrespecting the dead. Why people disrespecting somebody who died? Nobody should even have their mouth open to get up and say nothing bad about somebody who died. Because nobody don't want to die. Nobody never feel what is dead. What dead is like. And when somebody die, they don't know that they die. Some people dead, they know. They don't know. If they didn't know, that mean if they know, that mean they don't die. Ooh. Yes, get a little meditate with my mother. These are the music that my mother like. These old time music. And yes, everybody, I'm taking it one day at a time. Hi, Carrie, Enessa, White, Angela. I don't know if it's cutting in and out. I don't know. You know, these people, they some of these people, how they cut your life down. What they do, they purchase the software, and the software that they purchase, they use it and they can go into your life, do what they want to do, take your life down and cut and cut you off while you're doing live, because they're greedy and hungry for they want to be Facebook master. They want to be Facebook bully. So when they get into your life, but let me tell you, whenever they caught up on them, they will never go back on Facebook again, or what the other one named YouTube, because their life just surrounded about Facebook, because they don't have nothing else to do more than go and do that, because they don't have a life. They don't know how to go on there and be civilized out there in the world. They don't know how to go get a job and do something. All in all, they just think about is just jump on Facebook and talk whatsoever they feel like talk and think it is okay. But there's a time gonna come, they're not gonna go on Facebook. They're gonna walk around Facebook and walk around YouTube. Because when they get caught up on, they're going to get caught up on and go to jail. They're praying for people to go to jail, praying people for immigration to come. I didn't know you have so much people working and they're not getting a salary for that. People walks and talk them thing, you know. You see, when their time come, it's going to be so rough, so tough on them. They're going to walk and see the whole world falling down on them. And people bullying them and try to talk themselves out of things. And they're going to bury themselves more, because some of the topic and the things that come on the computer and talk, it's not in their category, not in their business like, and it's not for them to talk. And then go on the talk and do all kind of things. It's going to come back and hurt them. It's going to hurt them so bad. They're going to sorry the day they do it. They're going to be so ashamed. They don't even know how to even open the Facebook and come up and say hi. And they say they are doing things for the public and they are helping people in their community. Might as well they stop, because if you're doing that and making so much problem, I don't see the reason why they try to say they are helping. Oh yeah. You hear them say? Something better left unsaid alone. You see, when I take off my glasses, when I don't want to answer no question, And then sometimes I put it on because I see what they say, but I don't want to answer. You say people could just mind their own business and stop asking people questions and mind their own business, they would better off in life. But some people, they're just too nosy. They like ask question. What's done? That's not in their field to ask. Hey everybody, you know we have there's a guy on our page named Jarvis. His mother passed away. He could travel, but he do not have the money to go. He wanted to make a GoFundMe, but he's so scared because he's scared the people them treat him bad and stuff. He says fear to go home. Hey Zolin Sue, how you doing, sweetheart? Yes, his mother died and he wanted I tell him to go do a GoFundMe. You know, that if he could get his fare to go. He says fare is like about 500. I don't know what's the equivalent of the pound or for the dollar, $500 to buy his tickets to go home. I don't know if anyone want to help him, but I don't see him on the page today. We talk so long. Tasha, big up yourself. Hugs and kisses, Zoling Zoo. Big up yourself. Thanks for your hugs and kisses. Yeah. There's anyone want to help him? Jarvis, we call him the Parage Man. Anybody want to give him a little token that he could be able to go down and to see his mother go down? Because, you know, it's not everybody have money and things not going right with him. Some have the money, some don't have, some can go, some cannot go, some not in the, some of them was in the shoes of other people. They would think they, I told him Arlene to do the GoFund, but he was like studying. Oh, his family gonna say, don't do it because it's gonna bring the family down. Well, if you don't want him to do it and it's gonna bring the family down, then they should have helped him. Because I cannot help him because you see my hand is full and my hand is tied up. And if I could have helped him, I could never help him with so much money to send him there. So I tell him, go do a GoFundMe. And what he could ask if his fare is for $500, he could ask for $700. So you have a few dollars in his hand. Elijah, big up yourself. So, but when I was talking to him, he said he's going to sleep because, you know, he's in London, Paris or somewhere. You know, we have the different time in here. But I really cannot help him because, you know, when you have it in Jamaica, you know, Oprah, Olivine, yeah, we got to spend a lot of money because, you know, we have to dig our own grave. We got to do this. Yeah, so I told him, everybody has his, I think he's on my page, so if there's anyone want to get in touch with him, you could go to his page. His name is Jarvis, what again? I forgot what his name. It's Jarvis. We call him the Parage Man. And if you all want to help him, Renita, big up yourself. No, Miss Alice, you have too much going on right now, but condolence to him. Yeah. He's doing a GoFundMe for himself, not for his mother burial. Okay. No, he don't want for the burial. So he said his uncle is doing the burial. So if he could just get his fare to purchase the plane ticket to go home. But if he's doing, I tell him to do that. But I don't know what he's doing. But he calls me and he talking to me. But I really cannot help him now. You know, probably I could put a little extra. I could put a little 20 or 30 in the GoFundMe. But to go with a big chunk of money, I cannot. Because we all know. Because most of my divas and my Dan right here, you all know you know how it goes where we're from the island. We know when it goes to funeral, because them always say funeral and wedding, we find the most thieves there. When we find the most dishonest people there, you put your things down as soon as you turn your back, they go and they steal it because they know we have to put the dead away, so we have to go back and buy again. They don't care about what is going on in our life with our dead one and our loved one. So, you know, I don't know if there's anyone want to help him. Andre, or Suki know his name. He always on the page. We just get him on the page since recently telling his mother was very sick, but he don't have a job. That's why I say, what kind of world we are living in? We are living in this world like we are not human beings. We're living like we are savage. We are swine against each other. Things that people say and do, it's not good, and they know, but they're still doing it because they don't care. Because look, his mother passed away. He could move from end to end, but he doesn't have the money. So that's why sometimes we say they have not wanted shoes. Sometimes some people have it, and some people don't have it. And some people will share. He said he called to somebody and asked, and tell somebody that, oh, you know that my mother died, and the person cursed him out. I don't know if he just say that to them or if he was asking them. Carvel big up himself or what happened, but he was cursed out. So, people, there's so many things going on. So many things. We are here today and tomorrow. As soon as we could get off this page here, you could get a new sad news. Hi, Andre. You could get a sad news. You know what happened? It's Olive died. Okay, thanks, Andre. His name is Jarvis White. So, right. So, if anyone want to help Jarvis, you could get in touch with him. He's on the Facebook. You could get in touch with him and give him a helping hand. So, he could be able to go down and see his mother go away because he doesn't have the money. So, family member who decide that they're going to put his mother away, they don't have the money like to help him to come down. And when funeral, everybody has to put a little money. Everybody come there to drink. They're going to sing. They're going to have a wonderful time. Elijah, big up yourself, Paulette, Sheldon. One love to all of these newcomers. We have a lot of newcomers come on my page. Big up in yourself. We are on this page. This page's name is Queen Olive. I have a like page. It's Queen Olive. Also, I have a YouTube account. It's Olive Holland. You could, if you missed out on me and the live, you could go on my YouTube and you see me. It's Olive Holland. And also I have a like page because right now there's a lot of people. Nikisha, big up yourself. Medine. A lot of people wanted to send me friend requests, which I cannot take no other friend requests. So if you're just following me and you cannot get on my page, you want to make comment, you could go on my Queen Olive Tinga Phillips page. Yeah, you could go on my Queen Olive Tinga Phillips page, and you could go follow me, and you could see me. What happened? This page is all about cooking. We used to do my cooking and cleaning, and then, as I say, what this world is going. What kind of world are we living in? People do not like to see other people survive. I started my cooking. They started calling and making problem and all that. And most of them who make calling and making problem, who used to eat out of the pot, they're making problem all kind of way. So I did cut down the cooking just to get my certificate that I could do my cooking without no problem. And then came my mother passed away. So, I'm not in the shape or mind now to do the cooking and to do a present, because I do some lovely cooking and presentation of the food, and also I tell people how to clean. Sometimes we have some stubborn dirt and grease because we are living in this country like all the overseas people. We cannot have our door open like when we live in Jamaica. When we wake up in the morning, we open our door. We open our windows so fresh cool air come in. Well, we do not do that here. We cannot do that in America. So when we cook, the grease finds itself all over and stuck in there. So we have stubborn grease, and I could tell people how to use to get rid of stubborn grease, how to get rid of a lot of stuff. We have to keep our place clean because if we don't keep ourselves place clean. Hi Kim and Dorian, Heather, how are you doing? We our place we started smelling funky. We clothes when we're going out. We're going out in the train or the bus. Our place smelling funky. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, frying chicken Who this want to go live? Give me Martin. Who's this person?
Restricted zone.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me. My heart started to beating fast, and I'm feeling like my heart is chipping out and chipping in. That's all when they bother me, and it's let me feel down and depressed. And I am not troubling these people. Whatsoever I want to do in life, or whatsoever I used to do in life, what is my business is for you? You're going to go on the computer and telling people, oh, I this and I or that. And people, why you don't come with as a full black box of fresh news? Come with some fresh news and stop coming with stale lies. Because they just come in with lies. What? I don't know what it's going to bring to you, what it's going to put in your pocket. Tell them about your story. Tell them about your life that you live. Don't come up with people talking about people. Can you ever hear them say, when fox can't get the grape, them say it's sour. They can't get to come back to your home, so they're going to talk about all kind of things because you're not accepting, because they are the biggest and the greatest house enemy in the whole world. And nobody will ever be their friend. They only pretend and they talk and laugh with you. They're not laughing with you, they're laughing after you, because they will never trust you to come in their house, or never trust you to tell them that you're for them to say to you, I'm feeling sick, my head hurts, because you're going to go back and say something else different. You understand me? For people to jump and make people's sorrows be their happiness. They are sick people. They are sick, because your sorrows, it's a happy thing to them. Hi June, how you doing, family? Hi Cherry, Nadine, big up yourself. Yeah. So, as I say, I talk about the cooking and the cleaning. That's what I used to do. So I decided to start my cooking show back again. But I said, everybody cooking and things, but it doesn't matter. Everybody got to come up and show what they can do. Everybody show what they can do, because each one teach one. So when everything, my mother funeral and things, take a sip of a drink. What things you tell me? Give me an indication of Elijah. What the things you want me to talk or give me an indication of it, so I could talk. I don't have to take a sip of the drink to talk up. So give me an indication so I could talk up. Because nobody can beat me. Nobody don't have a whip over my head, and nobody can tell me when to stop or when to talk, because whatsoever you have in your heart, you have to let it out. If you don't let out the things that in you, that is what a lot of people, their heart swell up, bubble up, blew up and burst, because things bothering them and they don't want to talk. But I refuse to make nothing bubble in my heart. Day and big of yourself. Yes, that's what I'm talking, what in my mind. Talking on my mind, how I love my mother and I miss my mother. And I wish she could be right here. But in a good way, wish she would be here. Not sick, not in pain. That's what I wish she should be here. Anita Phillips, big up yourself. Anita, you're going over by my mother's house tonight? Because I hear them Siwa Drive, them Samakan people going over there tonight. So I want to know if you're going over. Samakan people in the house where I used to live. Yeah? Opal Henry, big up yourself. Mother is the dearest thing and the best thing we ever have in our life. Mother bring we in this world. Yeah. Oh, you missed your son, so you understand. Ever since in life we have been growing up, we never have a close call like this. And never know my mother would be, my grandmother, she gone. And I never know my mother would be the next close call, because she was fighting me so hard. And it's from 2010, been going through it. But she couldn't go no more. Yeah. Okay. You're living far. I think they said they must have some transportation bringing them over there tonight. Yeah. Hi Claudette, how you doing? How you doing, good people? You know much I love you all people. I love you people. You know what? I know so many of you send all your condolence to my mother, and I know you all mean it. I know you mean it because people wouldn't get up and say, oh, my condolence, and they don't mean it. I know you all mean it because that's a road everybody has to walk. Nobody not going to stay here forever. We just come here for a part-time. So while we're on earth here, let us enjoy our life and live the life we love. Eat the best of food. Eat the best of food. Wear the best of clothes. Do anything you do with happiness. Remember, I always tell everybody, I have a heart of a gold, a face of an angel, and I've been easily sorry for people. Easily sorry for people. Because I do things from my depths of my heart. And I do things because I know I have an autistic child. And I don't know when it's going to be my day that somebody's going to say, you know something? This lady, you're always helping people. So at least she has an artistic child and they see her. They know her because I put her on the computer. I go to her program and I go to her program and I do show there. So a lot of people see her, Kenny. And they know her. So at least if they're going anywhere and they see it, like if there's anybody try to take advantage or disadvantage of her, they could stand up and say, no, I know this little girl, don't do that. Sheldon, big up yourself. I've been to a lot of funerals since I come here in this country. A lot. I never been to a funeral like that in Jamaica. I remember if I go to a funeral in Jamaica, I remember I go like maybe about 2 or 3 funerals in Jamaica, but here I've been to a lot of funerals. So I do things from my heart because of my children and my grandchildren, because anything could happen to anybody walking out there on the street. Look at what is going on in Jamaica. Look at what is going on in here in New York. All the things that's going on in the whole world, it's heart-wrenching. It could happen to anybody because sometimes they say you are at the wrong place at the wrong time. And they said, let the weep and the tears stay until harvest day. Harvest day, we're going to see who is that. Marjon. I'm staying strong, my dear Mark. Yeah? Have to stay strong for my children and my sister, especially my sister. Because remember, my sister just coming out of this trauma with what just happened. And then my mother, you know? And she's trying to hold strong for my mother. You understand? So, in life, we have to walk with love. Do whatever we're doing and do it with love. Sometimes people in life bother us. We have to just say, you know what? Winjay, big up yourself. We have to say, you know what? Leave them. Delilah, big up yourself. Carol, big up yourself. We have to say, let me just leave them in the hands of God, because God know what you're going through. He know what you could handle. He know what you could bear. And when it sits overbearable for you, it's either He take you away from it, He shut you off from it, or take them away out of your sight. You understand? And I know I'm serving a true and living God. And the God that I am serving, I am not going to go on my knee and ask that God to do nothing wicked to no one, because God answered every man's prayer, and according to how the prayer you pray, He answered it. But I know everyone is going to get their right treatment according to how they treat other people. Yeah. Yeah. Jamaican people say time longer than rope. Yeah. I'm telling you, my stomach is aching, burning, everything. You know, when everything you drink, even water, soda, and eat, and your stomach burn you, you know that is stress. It is stress. And stress is a man that play with the most vital organ in your body. You see right here, I have my glass of wine. Refuse to drink it because it's burning my stomach because I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed. I'm not really stressing over we don't have no money to bury her mother. We have everything. We have everything. She died on Saturday, and we make our funeral arrangement on Sunday because we know it was coming. So I'm not stressing over that, but how people behave. Cora, big up yourself. Yeah, I'm just, I was like thinking, Lord, have mercy upon them. They don't know not what they're doing and what they're saying and who they're playing with and what they're playing and who they're playing with and what they're playing at. They just do things to give people laugh. And then you have some people skin them teeth and laugh and play that they're bad. You have a lot of internet bully. You have a lot of internet bully. Play like them bad. Them want when them come and talk on the internet. You're scared and don't come up on the live. But this has been going on for 2 years. They're trying to stop me. And it's only God himself can tell me, you know what? Enough is enough. Leave that internet alone. You understand me? This internet is for everybody who have the guts like me to sit and come and talk whatsoever you want to talk. You know many people are doing live, when you go look on people live, they don't have no more than 1 or 2, sometimes nobody, and they're still there and they're live talking. So if I'm doing my live, I'm not stopping nobody from nobody going and anyone live. Everybody goes to where they want to go. Say what they want to say, do what they want to do. But if you're going over somebody else's life and disrespecting me, I am asking you not to do it, because I'm not going to appreciate it. There is a girl named Janice Powell. She was the one at the 1st of January. She started to discriminate me and talking all kind of things about me. So I said, it's too early for me to curse. So I put her picture up and said, look who is calling me ugly. And look who is telling me my shoes ugly. Because I don't know if she's living in New York. I don't know where she's living. But she's the one who making all this problem. Get to find out, she is a fool because she make people set her up to do things. How could you make people set you up to come on other people's page and make problem with them? So everything that I put up on my internet, she go on and eat it and put a lot of disrespectful thing. Hi, DeAndre. Put a lot of disrespectful thing under a lot of disrespect comments she put in on my page. Why she's doing that, I don't know. But let me tell you something, lady. You are fighting a wrong battle, and you are hurting yourself by doing that, because you know something. You're welcome, Charlotte. You don't know when I leave. Let me tell you something. You're gonna sorry the day you do that, because when you come back to kick you in your ass, you're gonna get so much. You're gonna kick like when a donkey kick over a can of milk. Yeah, it's like when when you're milking the cow, and the cow tired of you pulling breast, and want to move away. That's how you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt so much, because whoever you're fighting this battle for don't have no manners, no respect to nobody. So while you're there making somebody taking you for a scapegoat, and you cursing out people and making all these problems, you're gonna sorry. Yeah. Never you make no one, because when you go and look on the comment, she is the only one. She's the only one as a woman, and then the 2 other person who is making saying all the disrespectful thing is name without no picture, so we know who definitely that person is. Other person them will curse, but they're not gonna put they don't put no comment there. This girl, where this girl come from, God, he knows it, where she come from. You don't know this internet thing that is going on. And you just come from nowhere and started to disrespect people. Una mouth not have no filter. Them mouth not have no filter. Them don't know when. Trisha, big up yourself. Denise. IZ, how you doing? They don't know when to stop. They don't know when to start. People don't know when to stop or when to start. No, sir. We never see people in a life like this yet. Never, ever see people in this world like this. Yep. Never, ever. Before people come on the page and started to say somebody ugly, they don't like somebody clothes, they don't like somebody's shoes. Before you say that, look at yourself. Take a good look before you started discriminating people. Listen, take a good look. You know, say, take a good look at yourself first. Some people come up on the page, oh, I'm 40 and I don't look no young, no older than 20. Let somebody tell you. I know my time and my place. I know my age. And I know I see a lot of people at my age and they look older than me. But we don't know what happened in life. Sometimes some people go through so many things. Some people body texture is different from other people body texture. They say I'm looking like a man. If I want to look like a man, God know the reason why. Because ladies, let me tell you something. The prettiest a woman, the prettiest a person, when you reach into the age of when you start into menopause, menopause turn your back. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The hackers them. If you go and look in the book, the menopause book, it show you when you're young, and when you get old, when you reach the menopause, how you gonna look. You understand me? So when people tell themselves, say, them are gonna look on somebody and tell him, say, but how can a man, as a matter of fact, how can a man going to tell a woman they look like a man? Because definitely there's a woman. So they know how a woman body is supposed to look like. So that's the reason why they're saying that. But let me tell you something. Yeah, this is a person. This is the person who is the one going on my page and putting up all these disrespectful things. Her name is Janice Powell. Why she's making all these problems? Me no know. Me no know who trouble her or who take away a man if she thinks that any of my divas are me. But she's the one giving herself all these trouble. Look at her. Everything on my page, every page that I have on my YouTube, she's the one going on there and making all the problem. Yeah, she's making all the problem for me. No know. See there? I don't know if I took something for her. I take her man. If me take her baby father, or take away our mother or hurt our mother. I never hurt nobody in life. This is a girl. She don't have no self-esteem. She don't have nothing about herself. She's just a loose dead. She's just a loose woman who dead and will never regain consciousness. All when the breath in her body, she's still dead. Because how can you as a woman go in and cursing other woman and tell other woman about under them? First, at the first day of January, this lady started me. I don't know where she come from, who sent her. She's like Lucifer. She's like Rock of Gibraltar. She's like everything that's bad to me, I see. It doesn't hurt. I don't hate her, but I hate the ways of a young woman. You started to make problem. You started to make problem in your life for somebody where you don't know. A lot of these people here making the problem, they don't know the person, the individual who they are making the problem for. Let me tell them, they don't understand. All these things that they are doing on the page, Facebook page, it's going to come back to haunt you in life. It's going to come back and haunt you. Yeah. Go, if you all think I'm lying, go on. That's the reason why if you go on my YouTube page, a lot of people complain they cannot go on the page because my admin restricted as well. Before people put a comment, they review it before they put the comment on. I told my admin not to restrict it. Just let you put it on. Let you put it there. Because since as me take something fair, or me have something fair, and she upset over when me have fair, she want to show it out to the public. But what she gonna show to the public? Show the public when me have fair, because me have nothing fair. And I don't know her. I don't know this creature. I don't know her. And I don't go on Facebook and make Facebook war or YouTube war with nobody and call nobody no name. I just put her picture and say, look who calling me ugly and look at and telling me about my shoes. She don't realize that when you're in America and it's cold, you have to wear boots. And if you see my boots, my boots is not $1 boots, so I will have on. Yeah? And I has on a red dress. And I has a lovely boots on and I pay a lot of money for it because one thing I do not like to wear socks. So I buy the shoes them that when I just push my foot in there, it's me keep my foot warm and nice. So I don't know where on earth she come from. Who sent her? And who sent her? Please, lady, go back to who sent you. Go fix up yourself. Fix your mouth. Your mouth need Jay's aisle. You know where Jay's where you use and chop and when Haga arm thing there. I know I'm not an ugly woman. So when they call me ugly and call me monkey and call me gorilla, I just laugh. Because a lot of them who doing that before them eye close, them go turn gorilla and them go turn monkey. Them go hook up and bend up and can't walk. And if them see me, the monkey and the gorilla and the ape, them go call upon me for help them. Yeah. And you know why I won't help them? Because if I stop to help them, they same one gonna remember me and say I tried to kill them. So before me I go try to help them for them go put another lie upon me, me leave them alone. Ever blessed and Pauline and you. Whoa. Big up yourself. Me now go help them because I remember when my mother was when I was a kid and my mother used to have this lady and say she said my mother is our child, godchild. And my mother hold the child. She said, oh, my mother make her child sick. And I look at my mother and my mother cry. As a grown woman, my mother cry because she lie at my mother. And my mother never ever speak with that girl. And she never accept that girl child as her godmother no more. She done with her right there. Because if you could lie enough to say that is my mother do something to your child when my mother did not just hold the child. So from that, my mother don't hold nobody, baby. And the same thing with me. Because all what my mother go through in life, I was there with my mother. Yes, I'm going to read that. Genesis 7 verse 1. I always there with my mother. Anywhere my mother going, I'm there with my mother. Anything, my mother was my best friend. I was telling my sister the other day, so my mother give me some joke. And she got me laughing. I'm going to give you one of these jokes. Where's Zulia, where she is? How are you come? When my mother took sick in Georgia, my mother told me she was going to work. And when she going to work, she take sick, so she couldn't get to go work no more. So hear me to my mother. Then mama tell me which part of the work now. Let me go make the people at the workplace know that you're sick and I could collect your pay. She said she don't remember the workplace. But her work should I get ready for go. And my mother was a strong woman. She was so strong. When she gets sick, my mother stay in the house, but you know, it's a big house in Georgia. You know them Georgia house big. And Nikima, I know when we miss our mother, it's like something, a missing link inside of we. And you know, I just newly miss my mother. So my missing link, not trying to get back together. It's still far apart. And when we realized that I thought my daughter called me and said, Mommy. She said, Mommy. I said, what happened? She said, she think Mama dead. I said, what? I take an emergency flight from here, hour and a half to Georgia for $700, and I go down there. And they couldn't do nothing to my mother because my daughter don't know nothing. They put her on IV and thing, but my daughter don't know nothing about my mother, nothing at all. I have to go there and tell them everything. Let they get her file from Kings County Hospital that they could know what they are working with. And from there, we have been there with her till she coming around. And I'm telling you, Tommy, good night. And another thing again. One time my mother was right here in this house with me. And I hear my mother in the bathroom crying. And when I hear my mother, luckily I came from work and I cook and she go to the bathroom and I hear my mother crying. I said, Mama, what's wrong with you? She tell me, say, 1 week she don't pass her stools. I said, what? And she crying like a baby. 3 times I tell you I saved my mother's life. And my mother saved her and I love my mother and she's going to send me all the lucks in the world. She's going to help. She's going to walk with me. She's going to walk down Freedom Street with me. She's going to walk me through everything. My mother is going to walk me through everything in life. I was my mother's savior. And when my mother tell me she never passed her stool for 1 week, and I hear my mother crying, remember I work with the medical exam, so I carry home gloves, and I put her gloves on my hand. And when I put that gloves on my hand, I bent over to my mother. I feel like I was gagging. I said, Father God, let me do my work. And when I put my hand, grease it, and put mine in my mother's bottom, I take out this piece of stools out my mother's bottom. It was the hardest thing I ever seen in my life. And then I call I tell my when I'm a teacher, I say, call 911 right now. And when the 911 come and we took her to the hospital, they have a special room as we go, they take care of her. And they put the enema up inside her. The doctor called me and said, come inside. And the doctor said, what you did. I said, please don't let them lock me up. Doctor, don't let them lock me up. I was just trying to help my mother. And she said, no, we're not going to lock you up here. What did you do for your mother? I tell the doctor, said, I just put that gloves on my hand and push it in my mother butt and the dude will come out. The doctor said to me, you know what you just done a while ago? I said, no. Because I thought my mother was going to die. I said, don't let them lock me up. He said, just save your mother's life. That stool, if you didn't take it out, your mother would die in the house right there in the bathroom. Because that thing was poisoning her body. Her body was poisoned. When I take it out, it's black. And that smell, I said, Lord Jesus, thank you, Lord, for giving me the strength to go. And I tell you now about the time that go down in my mother's throat. And when I see my mother cry again, I give her one lick in her back. The time fly right out on the ground. The time stick. That's why when I use in time, I take off all them leaf and throw with the stick. And I take it up and I put it down and show her. She said she feel better. I was my mother, right hand, right foot, second foot, everything. I was my mother. I love my mother unconditional. So when somebody talks about my mother, it's make my heart bleed. It's hurt me. Yeah, I don't even care if thing. When I took out that stood from my mother, she screamed as if she gonna dead. Say, Lord Jesus, I think she was gonna die. And the ambulance come rush with her to Kings County. And they do what they got to do. And the doctor called me. The doctor said, you saved your mother's life. And I feel like I was flying. I hug my mother. I kiss my mother. When my mother is here with me, people, she come to New York with me. I treat my mother like she's a baby. I put my mother in the tub. My mother could bathe herself. She could do everything because she baking, she do everything. But Sunday day is my day to pamper my mother. I pampered my mother on Sunday. I put her in the tub and I let she stay in there for a little while, and then I go soap her down properly, wash her properly, wash her under her breast, her ears, everything, and then I take her out and put her on the bed to lay down. And when I put her on the bed to lay down, I dry every part of her body, and then I grease her, powder her, put her on a roller, and give her a breakfast, Sunday morning breakfast. And then I give her Sunday morning breakfast. I let she sit down in the corner. And when my mother sitting in the corner, she have the door open. As the doorbell rings, say, King! And she look down and she have a radio with her CD, and she sit down and she play and she do everything. She get her breakfast, she get her lunch, she get her dinner, she get everything right there until she ready to go to bed. One time I was going to the party, she said, I want to come with you. I said, no, Mama, man, stay. She said, I want to come. I please my mother by carrying her at the party. With all them music playing and all them things. And every music play, I watch my mother, and my mother dance and she dance. She feel good. And I carry her back home. I don't stay out late that time. I take her back home. She was my friend. And if I miss my mother, I have all reason to miss my mother. And I love my mother. And that's why I want to know what is this world I'm going through. People sit down and ridicule you, talk lots of things about you, say all kind of things. Remember, everybody has a mother. We have father, but mother is the most important thing in our life. Father just donate the sperm and gone. They don't care about you. See, mother sit down with her in her jaw. So mother cook, mother give you food, they looking at the pot, you don't see no meat in the pot. Mama, you eat it? Me all right. She'll make sure no with the pitney eat. Or Arlene say it called bowel obstruction. I don't even know weight name Arlene, but me I tell you say, meaning I go see my mother did. I put that gloves on my hand and take out what was obstructing her and let she free. And my sister, when I called my sister said, you know, it's the same thing. One of our squaddy mother came here, and is that what killed her? Strong, strong woman, constipated and never said to nobody. Wish my mother never say nothing. Just like when she's sick at the house with my daughter, my mother keep falling. My mother would never call them. My mother started to creep to the bathroom when they go in there. The floor was wet. When you say, when you don't have a sick person, whether they're sick or not, and you have anybody around you, and they started to pee very often, that's time you run to the doctor. That's strokes. And I always there for my mother. So when my mother's sick and she see me, she feel like she's the strongest person in the world. When I went to Jamaica and my mother was sick, she get the arthritis. And when I went down there, my mother said, Olive, what you want to eat? I said, some curry chicken back. She start cook. Her mother come out and say, Phyllis, your hand can't work. Oh, you got cook. Me say, but man, nothing wrong with Mama Han. Me have a friend named Angie. Big up yourself, Lang Angie, anyway you there. Like Angie say, a trick, Miss Phyllis, a trick, you know. I true she want to say Olive. A trick, she a trick, you know. Cause me can't say, oh, she sick and she couldn't do nothing. Her sister, them take terms and terms. She have some lovely sister. They love her to death. They take terms and terms and come and take care of her. And when me come, she cook thing there. Yeah, yeah. And I go and she cook my curry chicken back and we eat. We have fun. Anyway, me I go, she I go with me. Me go to, you saw some people still at the top. I see where I drive. Me carry them little goodies from foreign and go give them and she come with me and she give them. And the woman say, you know your mother sick here? Almost dead. Me say, which mother? She say your mother. Me say, see my mother. I say, no, you know, Lord Phyllis, then how you get better so quick as your daughter come. And me give the lady a bag and she hug me and say, any little thing else you have, you can care, come give me. Me always a help people. Me a people's people at all time. Me always help people. Divas, Dan, and everybody, good night. Good night. Good night. I love you all. I love you. And I appreciate you all listening to me. I have to talk this because you have a book named After Death. You could Google the book or you go into the bookstore and you get the book. After Death. They say when you have someone die, keep talks about it if you feel like talks about it. Talk about it, and that's where you're gonna get your healing. Don't keep it within inside of you. Say my mother, she thought that she's sick, so her death was shocking. Yeah. Whatever you have in you to talk about your loved one, days after, weeks after, talks about it. I remember when I was living with a man here before and he died. I talk about it, a lady said to me, say, every day I go talk the same thing. I said, the book tell me to read, anytime you feel like talk about it. That's what gonna get you healed. You have to talk about what is bothering you in here to make you heal inside. Healing is a thing. It takes its own little time. It have a process and time. So when you have somebody sick and you have somebody Ted talks about it. When they're sick, probably you could get help from other people. There's other people do a lot of different things for therapy to get help you get somebody else. I do that with my mother when she's sick, but I didn't come here on the computer and talks about it. But I know she was having a rough time. And God said, enough is enough for Phyllis. We are taking you home. And he take her out of her hand. And I'm talking about her because I love her. She was my friend. She was my sister. She was my everything. You hear you say you have your partner in crime, partner in dancing, doing that. That's my mother. And I love her. And thanks to everyone who listened to me while it talks about my mother because I dearly love her. And people, I look just like my mother. I'm going to show you. I look just like my mother. Yeah, looking just like my mother. She's my friend. She's my sister. She's my everything. Yeah, yeah. Mama Phyllis, rest in peace. She have them lovely hair. I wish I got them lovely hair that she has. See her? I love her. That's where over there when she was at her mother funeral. Yeah. And that's when she took sick when her mommy died and the way they told her she get a heart attack right there. And from there, my mother been buckling this sick until now. And God take her out. Good night, Winsome. Good night, Elijah, Tommy, Winsome. I love you all. And thanks for listening to my listening what I was talking about your mother. Yes. And people, she come to visit me last night. While I was in my bed, my doorbell ring twice. Not twice at the same time. Ring 4:19. I get up and I look, nobody. 5:20, it's a ring again. I looked, nobody. My daughter called me and said, Mommy, you know that Mama come down there? She called me mommy and called my mother mama. Mama come at her house last night. I said to her, I said, Mama didn't come to harm you. She said, but Mama hold her so tight. I said, she don't understand because last night was the 9th when she died. So, them time them floating around, their spirit wandering around. And I said, she was here too. She come because she wanted to see me. Father God, we thank you to take my mother out of her sickness, her pain, her suffering. And I know you do it for a good cause because we were sick and we weren't. We only pretends like we was good, but we weren't good because mommy weren't good. For somebody having eat, people, you think it was easy? My sister do everything in their hands to keep my mother around. Down in Jamaica, everything is different. 308,000 Jamaican dollar to put a peg tube in my mother. These people take our money and put it in there. My sister wanted to be, and we do that for 3 weeks. 3 only week. My sister said, we need a machine to take away the substance from our stomach. I did go to buy the machine. I started to buy it. I cancel it. She called me and said, Olive, call me right now. I call her. She said, what happened? She said, out here in Jamaica, the machine, and it's cheaper. I said, okay, I'm going to send the money. I go in the Western Union twice, the Thursday, the Friday, and I get out. And I said, when I went in here twice and I get out, she called me. I said, Alison, I don't think I want to buy the machine because, you're not going to use it. And when you're not going to use it, you're going to give it away. And that money could help towards her funeral. So why you say that? I said, because I know Mama is going. And that was a Friday. And it's a Saturday she went home. Yeah. Yep. And I know God was walking through me, talking to me, telling me everything, step by step. Beverly Small, big up yourself. Arlene, thanks for some of your words that you're correcting me and telling me some of the things that me talks. I don't know what is the in medical words. Thanks for that. Thanks to everybody. Nikima, my sister, just died so heavenly. I haven't seen her, but I'll see my mom a lot. But I'm crying, and when I get stressed, she show up herself to me and trying to comfort me. Yes. Hi, Sherry. My mother passed away. I know I don't see her for a long time to tell you that my mother passed away. Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna show up themselves, and you're gonna get scared. We're gonna get scared. But it's not a matter if they're not gonna hurt you. They will because they don't know because they think they're still alive. You understand? So we have to challenge them and said, Mommy, I know you love me and we love you, but you're not in the spirit. You're not have the breath to blow like we. Oh, my condolence to you. My mother died on Saturday too. My condolence to you, Nikima. My condolence. When they're sick, that's all we want to know. They be comfortable. If it was money herself for mommy alive, she would be. Because if I help so much people, you think me not gonna help for my mama will bring me come here? You think me not gonna make my mama comfortable? I could call my mother and tell my mother anything. And anything I tell my mother, it stay right there. It don't move. It stay right there. She's a blessed woman. I never hear my mother in a problem with nobody. Never, ever hear my mother in problem with nobody. When anybody trouble my mother, she sings some song. Carry go bring come my dear. Bring misery. And she sing all them bantam songs she look for sing. And anywhere my mother going, anywhere my mother will live. Me always there with my mother. Always. If you say the amount of barrel when me send for my mother, they think it's a barrel factory she have. when my mother used to travel. She used to travel so often, and I used to travel so often to and from travel. They saw me travel. All when time my mother them down there, they say, me just call him, may I come down. When them look, oops, is I live down there. And then since my mother start travel, all of my relatives then travel, come to and from. Yeah? Mama, we miss you. I love you. I will always have you. Hi, Hall, Elijah. I will always. She was 75. 75. July gone, she was 75. So she would be 76 this year. Olivia, your mother is in a better place, and all we can do is go. Thank God. Yes, that's why. Monica, thank you, Monica. Yep, Mama Phyllis. When we have party and Mama Phyllis come here, I share the share for the food. When we have all our birthday, my mother come. My mother is here. My mother share the food. My mother do everything. When me sick, my mother here reach here long time to be by my side. That's how my mother was. We was loving to each other. Yep. Yep. This is when she got down in 2010. When she went after her the sickness and she went down in 2010. That's she there. Walking, strong and everything. But she just didn't want to go home. So we just let she go home. Because she think going home would be better. Yep, that's Mama Phyllis. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, so as I say, I have 4 children. Showing you her again. See here? She just get off the plane. Just get off the plane 2010. Said she want to go home. You know, when the stroke affect her, it damaged one of her eye. And you know what happened to Mama? Mama felt ashamed of herself because she can't get to do the things that she want to do. She can't get to cook. She can't get to go in the kitchen and all them things. So that's why Mama always sit down and tell herself, say, better off she don't stay here because she can't do the thing. She's a cook. She's a clean. She's do everything. And right here is our grandmother. Yes. Wednesday, it's gonna make 8 years or thing since our mother died. Yeah, that's our mother there. So she's going to lay to rest right beside her mother. Yeah, this is Aunt Tetlin. hmm Yep. She died leave. I don't even know how much grandchildren, how much great grand, but she will be sadly missed by her sister, her one brother. One brother. So if I just listen to your tears in my eye, I miss my mommy so much, but know the best. Miss you. Rest in peace, mommy. Yeah, we're gonna miss our mommy. Because if it wasn't for our mommy, we wouldn't be in this world. Mommy bring us in this world. Yeah. Yeah. So thanks to all my divas and Dan who listened to my story. I have to let it out or I will be in tears. I'm gonna show you my eyes. My eyes is dry. My nose is shine like this. Nobody business. I'm not in no tears. I cried enough. I cried this evening already. I cried yesterday while I was at the party. Shawnette, when I was at the party, I don't know if you did see me, I was crying because I miss mommy. But I love you all, Mommy. I love each and every one of my divas and my dad who come forward to listen to my story. And may God bless, keep, and protect every one of us. Remember, if we don't have something good to say about a dead, do not say nothing bad. Because, you see, people talks about dead. We don't know what God is studying up there to do. Never, when somebody dead, you talk bads about them. Laugh and talk and think like you're made from iron. You're made from iron. You're an iron man or an iron woman. And at the time when I'm in my moaning situation, they're sending threat. They're gonna beat me. They're gonna send immigration. They're gonna send that. Send anything you all want to send. Come. Anybody you want to send, come send it back. Because you ever hear them say, send it back to sender. Send back whatsoever is coming to send back. You see, they're like wolf in sheep clothes. And when somebody send something to you and it turn back and bounce something, you know it is hard more than one time you meet into an accident. So whatsoever you want plan or you want do, go ahead and make your life be satisfied and make your life be happy. But when you're sad, it's gonna take you. It's gonna come in like Downs River Fall. You see the water run at Downs River Fall. The water keep pouring down, running down, running down. It's gonna be coming just step by step, day by day. Destruction Broadway you're going. I'm telling. So people, don't nobody, never, ever tell nobody you're gonna rejoice when somebody lose someone. At this moment, I am grieving. I am grieving so much. And you have people gonna sit and go on the computer and gonna talk all kind of things about me. Obey unto you. Obey unto you. And mum is the word. And parapintus is the game. And remember, when a dead, no call it duppy. When a trouble you, no trouble them. Hear me? What not trouble you, don't trouble it. Because when the day come, it's gonna be weeping and mourning, and all kind of things gonna reach you. You're gonna think fire is in the skin. You're gonna think all kind of thing. But hmm, hmm, good night. Good night. And remember I said if there's anyone want to help Jarvis Wright with his plane ticket to go take care of to go to his mother's funeral, feel free to go on my page and you see his name, Jarvis Wright. He need to go and take care of his mother. And anyone here on this page who lost their loved one, my condolence to all who lost their loved one. It could be 10 years ago and you lost your loved one. My condolence and my heart goes out to you just as your heart goes out to me with my mother death. I love you all. Big up all the people in London, England, Paris, Guyana. Big up all my Guyanese people, Trinidad and St. Kitts, St. Lucia, African, Haitian. We say God bless America as we see President 45 doing America, all kind of thing. God bless still America because it's a place everybody step to. And God help some of us to achieve what they want. God bless America. Bless up to my Jamaica, sweet, sweet Jamaica. What is going on in Jamaica now? We don't have no control of what's going on. But all we got to do is just pray and ask God to guide us through wherever we go, wherever we put our footstep, just guide us through because God will give you more than what we could take. Remember how much hurricane, how much storm and things go there, and our island never break down because we are a good people, good island. We have good people there, but some people just do things out of context. So God bless America. Big up all my trail people. Remember, grave digging is Wednesday. All who want to go help with my mother, her schoolmate, her nieces, her nephew, the floor is open down there. We have food and drink and everything, so you won't thirsty, you won't hungry. To build my mother grave, we're building it from scratch, and we're building a mausoleum, and she's gonna go home to rest in peace. God walks with each and every one of my divas and Dan right here while I go get my rest tonight. I love you all. Peace. Oh, yes, Tammy. Forgot. Big up all the Canadian people. Yes. And the 14th parish in Jamaica. And America. We say God bless America. England, London. Yes. The 52 state in America. I always say 52, which is 51 state. Big up to everyone. And who gonna make it to my mother's funeral, who will not, but your love and your thought and your blessing will be there. I thank you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday afternoon. God bless me, my 4 children, my 9 grandkids, and my 1 great grand. I always pour my love out to my children and my grandchildren. I love them unconditional. I so in love with my children. I obsessed with the love with them. I was so in love with my mother. Every day I say I love my mother. I jealous after my mother. I love her unconditional. And God take her, and I still have that love in me. And I'm going to continue to do the work that my mother used to do. Nobody stop me. So if I'm going to be in Jamaica and doing live and can't come back to America, I will be staying in there because that's where I'm from. That's where I am from. A lot of people have the green card, they have their citizenship, they got everything, and they still go and has problem because we see what President 45 gonna do. And President 45 gonna put lock and key and glue and everything on some of them out. Them are go say Facebook, them are go say Instagram, them are go say Twitter, them are go say YouTube, and cannot even walk near it. And but remember, think before you act. Just like when you're driving out with your kids, think before you cross the street with your kid. And remember, do not pick up stranger. Be careful of who we're taking into your house. I take too much people in my house and get too much bring down. So I'm going to choose. I'm going to use a small fine teeth comb and comb out who to come in my house. Yeah, because when we think they are wolf, when we think they are sheep, they are wolf in sheep clothing. They eat with you. They stab you in your back. They do all kind of thing. But Father God, give me the strength. I have so much strength because my mother was carrying me through. And now I'm going to get more strength because she's going to be behind me. Every move I make, every step I make, she's still going to be my friend. Thanks to each and every one. Tonight is my night. Thank you, Sharina, Selma, yeah, Tammy. And ladies, a lot of these ladies say their mother passed away. If you could Google the book After Death, you could get the book. Remember, I was working with the medical examiner. So they have those books. You could get those books in the bookstore, or you could Google it and you could buy it online, and you could get those books and you could read it. It could give you a little ease, and it could give you a little pain, and it could give you a little pain and could ease you from some of the things that you're going through while you have your loved one passed away, because it's hard to let loose of a loved one. But again, I am gone. Say goodbye to Divas and Dan, and I love each and every one. And remember, wolf, sheep in wolf clothing, instigator, troublemaker, crying internet bully. Be careful. Be careful of the things you say. Be careful of the things you do. Be careful of how you say some of the things. Be careful, because God is standing by and always standing by me, because I'm a progressive woman. I came here for a motive. I came here, and after I came here, I bring my children. Bernice, big up yourself. I bring my children. I bring my sister. I bring my brother, and I bring a lot more people I help to come here. Some people come in, they don't have nowhere to stay. I bring them here. When they was giving out the government ID, a lot of people don't have nothing. I write a letter. A lot of people wanted to get welfare. I give them a letter. Yes. I give them a letter. People want to get low-income house. I give them a letter because I'm a landlord. I help so much people. Then you tell me that the God that I have served and I help so much people, God is going to make me suffer. One day, someone is going to come from out of the clear blue sky and said, Miss Olive, enough is enough. It's your time now. Come, leave everything and let's go. And I'm going to live happily ever after. Don't see the stumbling block in my way. Don't see the backbiter. Yep. Good night. My children, hello, everybody said get well soon to Dudu. My Dudu Taya. Dudu not feeling well. She tell me she's not feeling good. She feeling sick. So if tomorrow she's still feeling sick, we are going to take her to the doctor because we don't know if it's that flu, and that flu that is coming, Sharina. Good night. That flu that out there is very sick, and she say, Grandma, I'm not feeling good. So everybody please pray for my little Dudu that she should be better, that she go to school. Taya, my little diva, my little granddaughter. Big up to my son down there in Georgia and his 2 children. My daughter in Texas and her 3 children and her husband. Give them strength. My grandson there in Texas, in Florida, what they talks about. He's a wild guy. He's a wild guy. And I'm glad my son is not here in New York. My grandson is not here in New York. And neither my daughter is not here in New York because them rude just like their mother. And I'm glad they are away. Yep. And everybody know about my champion, Kenny. Kenny is my champion. She's my heart. She's my everything. So everybody please say, get well soon, Doodoo. Get well soon, Doodoo. I ask you all to say, get well soon. Doodoo not feeling good. Doodoo not feeling good. She's feeling sick. So I'm asking you to tell her, get well soon. I love her. And my granddaughter in Texas said to tell all my divas and Dan she reached safe and she's doing fine. And thanks to all who donate to her cause. We appreciate it. We loved it. That's why they don't love my grandchildren when he talks about them, because they don't like them neither. Yeah, they don't like them. There was no father figure. Yep. So thanks again. Thanks. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday afternoon. Good night. Goodbye to each and every one of my diva. Bye-bye.